It's not the best day to be a Longhorn, but good afternoon, everybody.
What's
So,
up?
what's up, Gat? So today, I want to try to brighten everybody's mood because you have to think of the positives. Oklahoma went to the national championship after losing to Texas. Tim Tebow went to the national championship after losing to South Carolina. One loss does not define a season, especially in the days with the playoffs. Another positive for all Longhorn Nation to look out on. The last time this scenario happened, when Texas and Oklahoma were the obvious two dominant teams in the conference,
I love you.
Are y'all on one
Texas,
of those? All right, there's local bread and sandwich meat in here, a pair of clothes for Derek just in case he has an accident, and Marcy some candy. Oh, you don't need to pull up for Marcy till you put her to bed. The pull-ups are hanging on the wall by the hallway. There's a thing hanging in the dining room on the wall, right by the doorway. Love you, Steven.
love you.
Tuck. All right.
So, the last time we were in this scenario was in 2018 when Texas and Oklahoma were the obvious two best teams in the conference. Now, the big juju, the big how would you say, stereotype that happens every year that everyone always says, is one of those things just doesn't not happen is you don't beat a team twice in the same season. Last time we were in this scenario, we beat Oklahoma, 2018. What happened? We faced them in the conference championship. We lost. If we would have won today, yes, it would have been great. We'd stay in where we were ranked. We would have went to this season probably undefeated. Like I believe we're going to stay undefeated after this game. But when it came to the conference championship game, we were going to have to play Oklahoma again. And if we lost to them then, the chances of us getting that TCU slip in like they did last year, losing the conference, slim to none. We're Texas. They're going to say no. So us losing to Oklahoma first is a blessing. We need to take it at that. We need to understand that that's just sometimes how it goes, especially in the days of college football. The playoff is finna expand so high that we're not going to know what to do. One, two, three losses is fixing to be acceptable in the next 5 years. So we just got to eat it up and understand that this is for the better. We needed a loss. We needed to wake up somewhere at this point in the season. And now going forward, we can use this as a propeller and just take off.
Yeah, I agree. We got our ass beat.
Yeah, we did.
We got
Now to the negatives.
manhandled.
Now to the negatives, big dog. Because
We,
we,
we
we
got
got
manhandled.
mm,
We got out physical, out tough.
we definitely came in today thinking that we were the better team, which we are. I still believe we are. But like Chris, man, I just talked about fanatic perspective last night, but Steve Nagati and Nino both were telling them boys all that shit. And my damn rooster don't want him to shut the fuck up. But uh,
It literally just started 4 minutes ago.
yeah, I'm telling you, like,
Ran around your house. They'll tear everything up.
You said 4 o'clock.
hey, just sit them in your lap.
Huh?
Just set them in your lap.
All three of them?
Whichever ones cry the most.
Ain't none of them crying.
This one's going to. She already did.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm here alone, too.
You got the whole crew, dog.
Yeah, hey, at least I got something to smile about after that embarrassing loss. terrible loss.
Look, I'll say the offense came alive for a while there in the fourth quarter. What lost us the game was the start. That 7 point.
2 interceptions and a fumble
That
in the first half.
that first 6 minutes lost us the game.
That touchdown where we're that first and goal from the one where we couldn't punch it in lost us the game.
Yeah, that too.
We lost by 4 points. That's 7 right there. It's insane, bro.
Texas.
I don't understand it. I don't understand what happened today. We got beat up. Every one of our players is gonna be bruised.
I love you, Lynn. He's got him.
Thank you.
Mia, come here.
Very, very disappointed. I know the players are disappointed. I know they're hurting.
I like your hat, by the way, Gat. I do want to say,
That's the one I got at the game.
yes, sir. I like it.
Uh, well,
Well, look, guy.
we're
I'm
going
gonna tell
into
you
the
like
bye
this.
week. We're going into the bye week 5-1 with a dub against Alabama.
Hey, I wanted to say something. Another positive outlook for you, Gat, is right now we're exactly where you predicted us to be.
Yeah.
You said we were going to lose to either Alabama or Oklahoma. You said it 100
So
times. We're going 11-1 though, like you said. And how many predictions have you been right on so far? Quite a bit.
I mean, my score was 38-34 this game.
Yeah. And look where we were. Oh, here comes the crying, Gat. Deborah just shut the door. And
Well,
you,
I mean, my crying's been happening for 4 hours, bro.
hey, look. All I'm gonna say is now you can do the live a little bit longer because you ain't going to take a nap now. Ain't no nap time now, brother. I know that's the first thing you were thinking of, motherfucker. I could see her before you could. That was the best part. I saw her before you did. Hey, that's the short right there. That's the short right there again. Look, Oklahoma, we have to give credit to. Let's not be Chris with a K. Let's be real. Oklahoma played their asses
they
off.
they whooped us.
They
They
did
whooped
what
us.
they did what Chris with the K said they were going to do. They were playing with vengeance. They were playing with emotion. They were playing with, hey, you fucking embarrassed us last year. It's our turn. And
They embarrassed us.
yep.
They kept us out of the end zone on 3 straight running attempts with the jumbo package on the field.
And see, look,
That's out physicaling somebody. That's
this
getting your ass whooped.
this is something else I thought about was the fact that the end of that game, the second to last drive Texas had when we went for the field goal with Auburn and we got it and took up the lead, and then they went down the field. My other thought, my original thought process was do not go for the field goal. Let us try to get a first down for 2 reasons. Best case scenario and worst case scenario. Best case scenario, we get that first down. We'll run in more time down. It's going to go to the last fucking. They had no more timeouts left. It's going to go to the last final minute. We're going to kick the game winning field goal and it's done. If you make that first down, the game is won. Why risk it with another 2 minutes on the clock by kicking the field goal? Get that first down, run the clock down, take your timeouts because we had two left, they had none, kick the field goal. Now, I understand why you were worried. Okay, Oklahoma gets the ball back with us tied up. You know what happens if Oklahoma gets the ball tied up? More than likely, when they march down that field, they probably would have kicked the field goal with us with more time on the clock than what ended up being left. They probably would have taken the field goal with like 30, 40 seconds left. And then we wouldn't be having to march down the field trying to get a touchdown. We would have been marching down the field trying to tie it up with a field goal. And then Auburn can make his big kick and tie it up. Scenarios and
Auburn played a
scenarios.
hell of a game.
Regardless, we both played a hell of a game.
Auburn made everything that he kicked today, and I appreciate him for it.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I mean, even Quinn's stats, dude, they're insane. 31 to 37 for 386 passing yards. Like, are you serious? And we lose? I mean, the defense gave up 486 total yards against Oklahoma. Gave up almost 200 rush or over 200 rushing yards.
I will say, and this is another. I was gonna honestly start it off as a negative, but when I start thinking about it, it's a positive. I was gonna say the defense played their worst game of the season, but they say, and Ramon and my one of my coworkers tells me every day, when you have a legendary defense in a legendary season, you always have that one game the defense has flawed, that they don't show up. It's never a perfect season. And tonight or today, we just saw that game. And now we know we got it out of the way.
Let's
'Cause
hope.
the defense, boy, and I had the defense showing up being having the player of the game in Jalen Ford, who honestly disappointed. And they were going to be what dominated this game, and they embarrassed us. But what we know what they are and what they're capable of and what the country is hyping them up to be, they embarrassed us. But you have to have that one game. Not always, but it doesn't hurt. And in times like that, sometimes you need your offense to pick up. But Oklahoma, like you said, just was the more physical team, and we have to give them that. We have to appreciate the fact that when we do go to the conference championship and we beat them, we know that Oklahoma was a good team. They were not what they were last year, and it doesn't do nothing but build more credibility for us when we do beat them again. Now I'm telling you, Gad, I feel like we're going to go undefeated the rest of the season, face them again in the conference championship, and then we'll see.
Yet another year where we're second place.
Yeah.
And it's the last year in the Big 12 too, bro. Sucks.
It's
I'm so negative right now. I'm negative Nancy.
it's all right to be though. They were disappointing today.
It really hurt my feelings.
Dylan Gabriel showing me today that you can be slow and still a mobile quarterback. That man was not that fast, and he was making us look bad because we were leaving huge holes, over and over and over again. And I'd be like, how in the fuck did he get that many yards? How'd the hole get that open? And they show the replay, and it shows Jalen Ford completely following the slot receiver out to the right, leaving the whole right side where the right tackle and right guard are wide open. He bought the fake instead of trusting the next man over. And then the game-winning touchdown, let me say that. Anybody who has anything to say about Jaron Thompson on that game-winning touchdown when everyone got confused on the defense, that man, the freshman who made his first touchdown ever, who rotated out to the left right when the play was starting, our corner, I can't remember who it was following him. And then was like, hey, I'm sending it off to you. And at first I was like, okay, that's probably something designed. I'm sending it off to you. So the other side of the field's corners should have and safety should have been ready. And then when all of them got surprised and he ended up behind them wide open and got the touchdown and Jaron Thompson ended up right behind them, you notice Jaron Thompson jump up and down like, what the fuck? And then if you notice, he turns right back around and makes eye contact with that man and says, and that tells me you did not have permission to send that man off to other people. When he
Can
rotated
I
and
put
shifted
this in
sides,
here? Can I put this in here?
Yep.
when he rotated and shifted side, instead of sending the play off, you were supposed to go follow him.
No, for
You weren't
this.
supposed to send it off to someone else. Your ass was supposed to follow him. And Jaron Thompson knew that with experience, and that's why I think he got so fucking pissed off. Because he was like, you just sent it off to me and I got somebody I got to cover. That's not how this is working. You're supposed to follow him.
Yeah, they were off.
So when we rewatch that, I want to see who that was because that's somebody I want to give a little criticism to.
Um,
Always corrective, positive
and
criticism, but criticism.
and Jaron Thompson dropping that pick in the end zone on their first touchdown. That could have
All,
turned the whole game right there.
all in all, that defense just, it's hard to understand. It's going to be hard to take in for the next week.
2
Me,
weeks.
me and you both got, yeah, 2 weeks. Me and you both got coworkers that we have to deal with now. Robert has a coworker he has to deal with. Oh man, it's going to be a rough one. But as long as we come out and we win out the rest of October and November, we know what to expect when conference championship comes. And I believe that's going to be a win. And as long as we win out and win the conference championship, I know we're going to get a playoff invite. It'll take us about, man, honestly, it's going to be like week 9 or 10 before we're back in the playoff race. It's going to take at least 3 or 4 more wins for us to prove. It's going to take a lot of people losing. So we're going to have to really start doing our homework and watching everybody who's undefeated because
Yeah, we're fitting to be out of the top 10.
oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, we're swapping spots with Oklahoma. Oklahoma, I promise you, is going in the top 4, and we're going to take that number 13 spot. We're
Nah, I bet Oklahoma goes to about 7,
7.
7
I
or
don't
8.
think that Oklahoma.
Ohio State won today, so they're going to take our spot.
Who they play?
Maryland.
No, get. I honestly, that's not how it works anymore. They go by who you're
Ohio
playing.
State's taking our spot.
I I'll let us have that bet. We'll have to bet on that one. But all
And
in all,
LSU barely won today. They won on a pick 6 against Missouri in the last second.
damn.
Yeah. All we had to do was catch a Hail Mary, man. Fuck.
Yeah, but I was excited those first 2 plays because it was going just the way I was thinking. But on that last play, when they had fucking 6-man drop back, I just knew. I was like, oh my God, y'all are fucking cheating at this point. You're blocking the entire end zone. You're fucking cheating.
Oh man.
Honestly, there should be a rule because you have so many formation rules. Okay. Motioning with receivers. A.D. Mitchell was rotating and coming out and was doing his little wheel route kind of thing. And because he did it too fast, y'all flag him and say
Oh
forward
yeah.
motion? What
That was a good call.
what the fuck?
That at that point it was XFL rules. He was pretty much running north and south, and you can't do that. He turned way too early.
But that's my point. If you can make rules that technical about something technically that simple, really, when it's that simple, why can't you make a rule that you can't put 6, 7 motherfuckers in the fucking end zone where there's no possible chance of a comeback? Make it fucking fair. You
Yeah,
have to.
wait.
You can't draw back more than 30 yards. How about that? Your DBs cannot draw back more than 30 yards to start the play. After that, they can run as far back as they want. But if you draw them at 30 yards, they're not sitting. Let me fucking hold on. I'm in my fucking yard. Okay. If I'm sitting in the goddamn end zone, all I'm doing is waiting for a fucking ball. I'm just waiting for a fucking ball. Now, if I have to be 30 yards from them and I got 40 yards fucking behind me, yeah, I got the head start on you. But I'm gonna be doing this. And then I gotta get ready. Whole different fucking ball game. You got 3 seconds to get ready compared to 15. Make the fucking rules. You want to fucking give the quarterbacks a damn blanket and pillow every time they get sacked. Make the fucking rule change. That's how I feel about that. It's not fucking fair. It's not fair. It's cheating. It's just scary ass shit. Like we've done it.
What's cheating is them not calling that face mask on Xavier Worthy when he missed a touchdown by inches.
Yeah. No shit.
That's what's cheating. They ripped his fucking head all the way around and pulled it back away from the end zone by his fucking face mask. That's cheating.
I'm glad you brought that up.
And they didn't call that. They didn't call it. They didn't call the pass interference on X. On one of the 2 or 3, I don't remember which drive it was. Right there at the end.
I know if I was a wealthier man, I would have broke a bunch of shit in my backyard today. That's all I know. I was ready to come over here, tear up tables, toss barbecue pits, chunk coolers.
Good guy. Teammate. Hey, you
Yeah.
my teammate.
So who do we come back after the bye week with?
Maybe BYU. I don't know.
Oh, I do believe you're right. I don't think I don't think it 100% might be BYU. It might be Cincinnati, but I know regardless, next week we're definitely going into the new conference teams.
Yeah. Well, we got a bye week first. We got to milk on this loss for two straight weeks.
Yeah. Which is going to hurt us for 2 weeks. We're probably going to drop back. I'm not even ready for the criticism we're fixing to get. And all the shit we talked about Brent Venables, we got a lot of shit to eat right now. We got a lot of shit talking to eat. It's going to hurt.
Yep. It's always fucking Oklahoma, man. Let's just hope this doesn't start a trend like we've seen in the past. Let's hope they get over this loss and get better from it.
You got a week off to get everybody healed up, fresh, new mindset, or at least back to the old mindset. Like you said,
Ooh.
shake it. 2 weeks to shake it off. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I know Quinn's gonna need some ice because he got rocked today. He was getting hit from the left, from the right, from straight on.
Left
I
sleeve got ripped.
guarantee he's
Hey,
bruised.
right sleeve got ripped off. Left sleeve got ripped off. Man, they weren't giving him a fucking break. Our old
Nope.
line, that's something else we need to talk about, and that can be one of our closing topics.
Jake Majors going out in the first quarter.
And the entire offensive line not playing to standards, not playing
Not
to
protecting Quinn for shit.
shit.
Was me was hiding first.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't do their job today. If they were getting graded, I would grade them an F.
Oh yeah,
Jonathan Brooks still made 100 though. He got 126 yards on the ground.
man, get
Yep. They got to get that center position figured out next 2 weeks.
do we know the status on his injury?
And you know we won't. Oh, it's day to day, Steven. We're gonna go day to day. It's a game time decision.
I think I have another rooster.
Well, anything else you want to speak of?
Yeah. Final topic. What do you think the main focus of this off week needs to be?
Physicality and penalties and red zone offense. We got out physical. We didn't score in the red zone. And we had a lot of penalties today. Big time penalties.
Critical timing penalties as well. I'd agree. I think penalties. I think the defense needs to take this as a wake up call.
Big time.
And I think the offensive line needs to realize that you can be the baddest fish in the lake, but sometimes when a school of fish rushes you, you gotta I don't know, you gotta act more fucking crazy than what the fuck you did today. Because you didn't do shit today. You fucking got embarrassed today. That's all I gotta say about that offensive line. But Quinn Ewers, I love the heart. I love the stats. I did not want you to think this loss was because of you. We can never blame this loss on anybody. We could have had bad coach calling from PK. He could have been reading this offense wrong and putting our boys into bad positions, and that's why we were seeing so many open holes on a lot of Oklahoma's big plays. So we just got to put the notepad and pen to work, Gat, this week, and we need to go to work and figure out what we see went wrong and what we think happened. And we'll come back together Wednesday or Thursday
All
and
right.
see what we think.
All right,
But
buddy.
let's do our homework and let's pray our boys can overcome this hump.
Heard.
Longhorn Nation, from your main guys, number one fans of the nation, Longhorn.